Alright, ladies and gents, as ever, my name is Shane, that's Shane's Games, and tonight we're going to be playing Call of Cthulhu for the PC from 2018. This is our very first time playing it, so if you're just joining us, you haven't missed a thing. But if you'd like to check out some of the games I've played in the past, be them obscure, unusual, or nostalgic, feel free to check out my YouTube channel. But for now, we'll go ahead and get into this. So, interesting backstory about this game. You might be asking the obvious question right here. Is this based on the H.P. Lovecraft story Call of Cthulhu? And the answer is no, actually. What this is based on directly is this is based on the tabletop RPG Call of Cthulhu. If you actually look up the cover of the tabletop RPG, you'll see that's the logo for it right there, which I think is so interesting. And Emperor, thank you for the gift sub to Cthulhu. I'm sure he can't thank you right now because he's busy sleeping, dreaming, one might even say, in the city of Relay. But once he wakes up, he will probably thank you right before wiping all of humanity off the face of the earth. He called to say he wanted to bribe. That's very kind of him. Rooks, I know I really got into Lovecraft's books after playing the TTRPG. Same here. Same here. I got into the RPG before I actually read any of the stories. Alright, so let us start a new game. Start the slot here. Sure. Chapter 1, Pierce Investigations Agency, Boston. Boston, 1924, Edward Pierce, veteran of the First World War, drowns his memories in liquor and sleeping pills. He is now a private detective who has trouble finding a case able to lift him from his torpor. Pierce must find a new case quickly or risk losing his license. That is a word you don't get to use nearly as often these days. Torpor. What a dramatic word. Fun fact, H.P. Lovecraft was my granddad's favorite author. Ooh, nice. Nice. There's a couple of Lovecraft stories I really like, but I think overall I like the stories Lovecraft inspired better than the ones he wrote for the most part. There are a couple of H.P. Lovecraft stories I really do like. Innsmouth Horror is one that comes to mind. I really like that. Rats in the Walls, that was a good one. Music of Eric Zahn is my favorite. But most of the stuff I love about Lovecraft comes from stuff that was long after he was dead. Let's see, Bradak, I have a classic coming up that I'll play for the first time. I played Kodelka for the first time, I want to say last year. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I hope you enjoy it, Bradak. Let us know how you like it, but I thought it was really neat. Basically, Kevin Kubo, he's just feeling a little bit meh. He's a little bit meh all the time. If I am mad, it is mercy. May the gods pity the man who in his callousness can remain sane to the hideous end. H.P. Lovecraft. Well, I don't know who I am, but I appear to be in a bad situation. To move, use WASD. Let me get caught up on chat right here. Let's see, Roseguard, welcome in. Yeah, I've been waiting to play this one. My excuse for playing it is I'm playing it as a sequel to Call of Cthulhu: The Dark Corners of the Earth. Don't play that one, it's not very good. But I'm very excited to be getting around to it right now. How are you doing, Rose? Ivana Witch, welcome in. Hope you're doing good. Glad to have you with us. Arkham Horror. Arkham Horror is hard to get into, but Arkham Horror is honestly what got me into modern board gaming. That was the start of my board game collection, was the original Arkham Horror. So good. Let's see. Kissa, I was playing a Call of Cthulhu tabletop game. handed us a note which was Caesar cipher, and I managed to decode it and read it. If you read this, roll sanity. Perfect. 10 out of 10 to your DM. Yeah, Dark Corners of the Earth. The first 2 hours of Dark Corners of the Earth are some of the most brilliant horror gaming you'll ever see. The rest of the game is garbage. Yeah, Arkham Horror is a lot of fun once you get the hang of it. It is, I will finally admit after all these years, probably more complicated than it needs to be, but I had a lot of good times with it. I really did. Alright, so I don't know who I am. I don't know why I'm covered in blood. I don't know why I'm in this cave full of fish bits. But apparently that's how we're being right now. We are in a creepy cave full of fish bits, and I don't think we're in a healthy shape. That's bad. Maybe we can get out of here. Maybe we should see if we can leave. Alright, we can toggle crouch with control. That's a good thing. Yeah, we're definitely not getting through there. So, go through here. It is dark and foggy in here. That's not great. What we got over here? I don't need to go through there now. Arkham Horror is a lot of fun once you get the hang of it. It's one of my most played board games, I would say. That's basically my first playthrough of it, Shira. I have very vivid memories of the first time I played Call of Cthulhu. All the people I was playing with had never played a modern board game either. And we lost. We got our ass kicked. And at the end, we're just sitting around the table staring at the board being like, so everybody loses? Nobody wins? And that was after like a 6-hour-long game. Not necessarily how I wanted things to go there. There's something there with a lamp icon, but I can't seem to interact with it. There is an actual lamp over there. Maybe I can grab that. Yeah, there we go. Hurricane lamp. Oh, so the lamp icon is an object that I can't interact with because I can't see it. I have to bring light over there. Alright, so I got some bolt cutters. Good, good. A dehumidifier. Beautiful, beautiful. Zombicide. I've always been really curious about Zombicide, but it just feels so expensive to get into. There is so much Zombicide. I don't know where to begin with it. I really don't. The lamplighters that was here? No, I lit the lamp. Oh. Hello. I don't think I'll be doing any swimming today. Big pass on that. Shane is so good at stalling my meeting, didn't even get in the way. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, something's in the water there, and I'm not a fan. There we go.
In my wake, pulled along. Fate inescapably draws you on.
Hello? That's a creepy voice. Oh, you painted some already. Feel free to show off the painted figures. I don't paint myself, so I always love seeing what other folks do with it.
What a putrid offering.
Yeah, this is pretty putrid, I will admit. Sinking City, I very much want to play on stream. I probably won't, because I want to do a playthrough of all of the Frogwares games, and that means that comes last.
Right. You have been chosen.
I can run. That's my running right there. That's supposedly a run right there. Not much of a run. Behold! Oh, hey, dudes.
Everything has already been written. But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
That's your entire explanation for that? That's your entire explanation for all that. Oh, God. I know anybody that, yeah, sure, go ahead and throw it in the tabletop channel. That's a good place for it. The one thing I always recommend is if you're a fan of Cthulhu Tabletop, look into Trail of Cthulhu. It's one of my favorite tabletop role-playing games of all time. Brilliant. The brain do be like that. Totally hate it when my whiskey gets spiked with peyote. It's just unfortunate in time it happens. Pierce Investigations Agency. My private detective agency contracted to the Wentworth Detective Agency. After the Great War, I decided to set up in Boston where there is no lack of work for guys like me. One small-time case follows the other. Adultery, settled scores, disappearances that are not actually disappearances. The old office couch is less comfortable than a real bed. I should probably get rid of these empty bottles, but the place is mine. For the moment. Bastin. Alright, take a look around and see what we got to see.
Been too long since I've slept in a bed.
Yeah, it does not look comfortable.
I wonder why I still take these things.
The doctor prescribed sleeping pills. The doctor prescribed them when I returned from the war. They swore that they would put an end to the nightmares. For a while now, their effect has been wearing off. Oh yeah, during Prohibition, drinking any booze is a little bit risky. It's true.
I used to be an avid reader.
Then I took an arrow to the knee. There.
The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases.
I can't guess that from the office.
Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
Husband never understood that his wife had left him. He kept on calling me weeks after the investigation had been closed. 1924, I believe. All right.
A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
The bar owner who hired me didn't like the way I closed this case. When you're already outside the law, there's not a lot one can do against a private detective who's got proof against you.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
Well read for a PI.
I should get rid of all this stuff.
I mean, it is weird that you have a murder board. Oh no, I like the tunes. Put it back. Oh, I just heard a horn outside. Oh, hang on.
Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
Oh, here we go. 20 October 1924. The doctor can well repeat to me that I no longer need my remedy to keep my memories at bay, but I know that if I stop, the memories will return. One of these mornings, I probably won't wake up. Despite the treatment, I again hear voices in my dreams, but they are different, unknown. They seem to surface from unfathomable and ancient depths. What nameless creature is calling me? Yeah, you big dummy, yeah. I'll rough you up there, see? Roll for sanity. Don't drink.
I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigators over...
Oop.
I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Alright, sir, we get to make our character sheet. He's not nameless, he's Craig from accounting. Allocate your character points. Each character point allows you to improve the score of a skill. So right now, I've got 2 in psychology, spot hidden, eloquence. I've got 3 in investigation and strength, and a 1 in occultism and medicine. Now, you notice occultism and medicine are in yellow, while the rest of them are in purple. And the reason for that is you can't spend XP directly on occultism and medicine anywhere in the game except during character creation. With the idea that you're not just going to randomly, learn a lot of particular medical knowledge as you go through the game. So this is just saying how much you know. There are ways to increase medicine and occultism through the game by reading tomes, but you can't ever just spend XP on them. So that's sort of drawing the importance to them right now. Oh, the Dresden RPG. Nice, nice. That's pretty awesome. The skills in yellow. Alright, so I've got 8 CP. And this is one of those games where you definitely do want to focus on certain skills. So here's what everything does. So psychology represents your knowledge of human behavior. Improving this skill increases your chances of understanding the motivations of a person based on his or her behavior or the analysis of objects. Spot hidden represents your ability to find hidden objects. Improving this skill increases your chances of finding hidden objects. An undiscovered object will not appear in game. So it's not that it highlights hidden things, it's that if you fail your spot hidden roll, the item just doesn't exist for you, which is unfortunate. Eloquence represents the ability to influence those you talk to by the power of speech. Improving this skill increases your chance of convincing or manipulating during discussions. Strength represents your ability to call on your physical power. Improving the skill increases your chances of forcing doors or mechanisms, or of using violence, physical or verbal, during interactive discussions. So strength is mostly your intimidate skill, but also like there's some stuck doors you can open with it. Oh, VHS 85. Let us know how you like that one, Rose. I'm very curious. Investigation. It represents your investigating talents. Improving this skill increases your chances of understanding past events by analyzing a crime scene or an object and of picking locks. Occultism represents your knowledge of the occult sciences. Improving this skill increases your chances of determining the use and origin of occult artifacts and of expressing your knowledge of the myth. Medicine represents your medical knowledge. Improving this skill increases your chances of determining the dosage of a drug, or making a diagnosis, or of expressing your understanding of a medical problem. Excuse me. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna... I do want to increase occultism just a little bit. I'm going to put 4 points into this. Because like I said, we won't be able to put XP into them later. I may as well increase occultism a little bit right now. That leaves me with 6 points. Actually, oh no, sorry, I got 4 points left. And I am going to put those 4 points into eloquence. Because you folks know I love having a character that has a good fast talk. So, there we go. The rest of the purple skills I'll be able to improve with XP later on in the game. The yellow ones I can improve if I find the right books. But otherwise, that's what we got right now to go with. No medicine for Shane with? I mean, I don't know much about medicine either, so that seems in character. Oh man, the council, that was so good. Board Jams, good evening. How are you doing today? Shira, thank you so much for that. I will check those out right after stream. All right, I think. Ooh, can we remove points? No, I was gonna see if I can make strength a dump stat. You cannot. All right, I think we are good with what we got. Then I'm out of CP. So let's go ahead and do that. First ever PAX today. I hope you had a good time there, Board Jams. Oh, that's awesome, Roxana. Great concept for a character right there. Pick one really strong stat and go at least like nearly maxed out on it. I think that's a smart way to go about it. I usually pick a couple and I try and rise them as much as I can, which isn't as efficient, but also I'm very wishy-washy.
Thank you for this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, are you still...
I'm coming.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
Not a ton to go on. Let me caught up on chat right here. Yeah, things could go a lot worse in the council than happened with me. Now that cat. I'm glad my playthrough went pretty well overall. Hanging up on your boss, what could possibly go wrong? Especially after your boss says shape up or ship out. It's a bad time to hang up right there. Inebriate, that's a fun one too. I like that. Yeah, dude, am I just supposed to analyze the painting? Doesn't really seem like our thing. Is it just me or the audio levels all over the place? So the short answer is yes, the audio is all over the place. Here's the thing. Our character's internal monologue is way louder than anything else. So yeah, the audio, basically, listen for that and let me know if that's the problem you're having, but that was the problem I had when I was working on audio balance for the game, is when our character is talking to himself, that always seems like it's louder than when other characters are talking. Let me know if that's what you're hearing. Yeah, basically Siamese, basically. Drav, welcome in. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing good. Alright, so... Sanity! Oh, we've got a sanity list here. Mental trauma. Edward Pierce is a veteran of the First World War, where he took part in the... I'm not going to try and pronounce that. He is one of a few survivors of the Lost Battalion, American units that suffered heavy losses from the enemy and Allied artillery fire. Forced to hold their position for several days, surrounded by the bodies of their fallen comrades, without food or medical supplies, the soldiers were considered as lost by their fellow countrymen. Pierce is traumatized by these events. He consumes sleeping pills and liquor to ward off the nightmares that haunt him. That's the inventory. My old lighter that I engraved in memory of the 77th Infantry Division and the men of the Lost Battalion who fell. We have the sleeping pills, and we got those 2 cases we saw before. Alright. The audio between cutscene and first person was a change. That doesn't surprise me either. Oh, I heard about that one, Trav. That one I want to check out as well. That looks really nice. Alright.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
Muse! Thank you, Kissa. I appreciate that. A shipping label. Some of it is unreadable, but I can make out part of the address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater. The police report says the fire started in the dining room and claimed the whole family. The police decide on a domestic accident, but they nevertheless insist on Sarah Hawkins' mental frailty. Why? A press cutting. An article written about the marriage of Sarah and Charles Hawkins, a businessman from the island of Darkwater. They live a recluse life there with their only son, Simon. Interesting. Yeah, I've seen some screenshots of it, Drav. It looks really neat. Alright, so when you see something like this and it wants me to hold the button down, that means it's a skill check. So this is an investigation check here.
What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
Got a couple ways we can address this here. Let's see. Alright, so you can see this one is unlocked, which means we earned this through something that happened previously, probably a skill check. Is this by the same people as the council? I don't believe so. I don't think so, no. Yeah, this one is just a normal conversational element. This one is an investigation check. That one's a further question. That one's a... Alright, so let's start with the unlocked answer here. Let's see what we get.
The meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
It does kind of have a similar vibe here, but that's why I wanted to play it. Let's see. Let's try making an investigation report here, check here.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
They are both published by Focus Home. Focus Home publishes some very weird games. I appreciate them for that. Fought from September 26, 1918 till the armistice of November 11, 1918. Total of 47 days. That is a long battle for anything that isn't just straight up a siege.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions, everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
Pirates of Dark Water? Oh my god, I was obsessed with that show growing up.
Darkwater. Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right, I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice.
Still being rude.
Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there.
Yeah, for anybody that missed that, I expected no less from a man in your situation is his way of saying, I know you're poor, I know you didn't have a choice. What are you gonna say, no? Oh no, sorry, I don't feel like eating this week. What a jerk! This guy sucks. Alright, what do we got here?
Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then.
Darkwater Island has been inhabited since the 14th century and is still rich with the many memories left by its lost tribes. But don't let the romanticism of the moving evidences of such naive and primitive beliefs fool you into forgetting how violent their gods were. A gigantic creature still ornates the walls of long-abandoned caves. Was it a sea or a dream god? No one knows. But today's inhabitants, the sons and daughters of the proud whale hunters, still remember the mysterious and tumultuous story of their small land off the coast of Massachusetts. That's true, Rooks. If we need to walk away from this, we can, because he's a jerk.
All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to Darkwater.
Did we look at this book? Oh, hey! The Learning of Medicine, Volume 1, a dense work aimed at interns and young practitioners. The first volume lists all illnesses known in the civilized world, details the symptoms and suitable treatment. And that got us a little bit of medicine XP. So we're actually pretty close to getting medicine too, which is pretty neat. And we can spend the entire game getting crunk? Of course we can't, Gamagumo. The Devil's Temple is illegal. We mustn't. Punisher, welcome in. How are you doing today? Right, Drev, this is a standalone game. If it has a connection to anything, it's that this is a loose adaptation of the Call of Cthulhu. Loose adaptation of the Call of Cthulhu tabletop game, as a matter of fact. Emperor, thank you so much for the gift sub to Punisher. Dream Bribe right there. Gift sub 1,443 of the channel. Appreciate the heck out of that, Emperor. Thank you very much for that. Alright. Is there anything else new that just cropped up that I haven't seen? I don't think so. Alright, let's get out of here then. Yeah, if you notice, the title of the game is in the same font as the like Fantasy Flight Call of Cthulhu stuff. I always laugh about the fact that if you actually read the story Call of Cthulhu, they just sort of ram a boat into him. I always thought that was hilarious. Chapter 2, Darkwater Port. Pierce took the Hawkins case. The accursed artist is accused of having caused the fire that killed her and her family. As the only clue, she left her father a disturbing painting. On the shipping label, an address, a warehouse set on the docks of the island of Darkwater. The place seems to be the starting point for Pierce's investigation. Makes sense. There is a glass of whiskey on Pierce's desk, and that's the first thing he says once he wakes up, is I hate whiskey. The Jaws 4 Cthulhu. Exactly. Sounds like it's kind of bargain bin Innsmouth here, but we'll see. How about that? Oh god.
We're almost there.
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Alright, got a couple things to investigate there. Let me get caught up on chat. Yeah, Rook's Honor, one of the biggest reasons that Prohibition ended is they just, aside from the fact it was incredibly unpopular, is they just had no real way to enforce it. Because there were so many people that were breaking it. Just nuke every infected city. He doesn't really infect things. Like, he's the one doing the nuking for the most part. Yeah, this island looks very bleak. Very bleak. Rin, you were mad at their dialect coach? It's not very good voice acting so far. It's really not. I need to establish this is Boston. Everybody talking a Boston accent. Let's see. Relentlessly, what did I miss in the last 10 or so minutes? So we're investigating the case of the death of a young painter. The police say she went nuts and burned down her family home with her family in it, but her father says that that's untrue and we need to get to the bottom of what actually happened. So we went to a spooky little island called Darkwater, and that's where we're at right now. Alright, so let's get started then. Let's see what we can do. You said to go to the bar first? Let's head to the bar first. What's going on over there? Can we talk to random people? We cannot. Alright.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
Yeah, the bar has a Prohibition newspaper outside. It's pretty funny. Do we need to get to her bottom? I mean, she's dead, so I hope not. Seems like that'd be very awkward. Lobster! Some folks hanging around over here. What about Mariana's Trench? I mean... Hello to you too, friend.
Hey, be careful. Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
That was an excellent fuck you to that guy. Holy crap. Oh, that stream was amazing, Shira. That game was amazing. I really liked that one. Oh, relentlessly, I'm really sorry. Hopefully the next specialist. I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed for you. Oh, so we've got eloquence test we can try. We've got a strength test we can try. We know our eloquence is pretty good. Let's try testing that. It wasn't me who went looking for it.
Yet you served this man, and you can't say he's been on his best behavior.
He's a regular. It was you who provoked him by turning up with your mainland manner.
You mistake my manner. I ask nothing more than to become a regular as well, which will be difficult if you refuse to serve me.
I hope you're less talkative when you're drunk.
Try me.
We'll see.
Oh, we charmed the shit out of him. Awesome. Awesome. Moderately frustrated, but what can you do? What can you do? Keep on moving forward. That's basically it. Oh, that is really fun, Rooks. That's awesome. Let's see.
The Stranded Whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of Darkwater, when our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
I like how, like, once per sentence they remember they're supposed to be from Boston. That's about it.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Yeah, let's see.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
Fair point. Dialect coach. You don't have to get the accent right on all the words, just the ones with with an A sound as the second letter. I like to imagine the dialect coach just going through the script with a highlighter and just being like, just hit the Boston A on this word, and this word. Let's see.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
Let's see.
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams?
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
Yeah, that's what I basically heard in all the reviews about this game, is for all the things that people didn't like about this game, they're like, the vibe is very good. And that's what I'm here for.
That'll be all for now.
Alright, got a little bit of information, I suppose. Let's see if there's anything else to see around the bar here. There's this woman who was staring at us earlier.
What you looking at, stranger?
The clientele is predominantly male.
Tell me something I don't know.
I meant nothing by it. I'm just wondering what a woman like you is doing in this flea trap.
And I'm wondering what could be going through the head of the chump who goes to disturb her. Let me drink, stranger.
Alright, fair enough, fair enough.
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens.
We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
I like her too, Simon. She got sass.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
It's a local legend?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report.
What report?
The one that's framed right behind you. Our grandparents...
Got some crunch. Thank you for letting me know. I appreciate that. Thank you for tagging me, folks. I appreciate that. Let me get caught up on chat here. I feel like this is the only time we'll interact with this mysterious person who's clearly designed more stylishly than all those NPCs. She is much higher res than everybody else in here. Starting to feel like a race now to report the crunch. I appreciate that. You folks are really helpful. Thank you for that. Being the stand user could be anyone energy. Seems like an arbitrary time. It is an arbitrary time. Like I said, I haven't figured out the logic of when it happens. Although the fact that it seems to happen at exactly 3 to 4 hour intervals is very strange. Let's see. Yo-Yo, I'm doing good. How are you doing today, Yo-Yo? Hope you were having a good week so far. Hope you got good plans for the weekend. Chugaboom, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well.
Tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
Delicious whale meats.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
Still crunchy, thank you for letting me know. That's unfortunate. Shane has a mouse that gets hungry for audio cable every 3 to 4 hours. Ugh. Like I said, I am looking to build a new PC, and that should hopefully fix the issue. I think the issue might be an issue with my video card, but I'm not 100% sure. If need be, after that, I'll start replacing physical cables. We'll see. Let's see. Relentlessly rewatching JoJo with 2 different friends, and you got to the end of part 3 with one last night. Didn't expect to cry, but I sure did. I still have a headache. Some of those endings really hit you with the feels right there. They do. Excuse me. Skipping instead of crackling. That's really weird. Let me know if it keeps up. Is their song beautiful now? Can you truly appreciate their beautiful singing voice? Excellent, excellent. They're trying so hard. I appreciate that. Oh, hello, other interactable NPC.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader.
Interesting. That one character death just punched you right in the gut. I know the one you're thinking of. I suspect so anyway.
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
Let's see. 21st May 1847. Miraculous catch. The silo returned support to save Darkwater from famine. We had given up hope. The crew of the silo, or remains of it, returned to Darkwater Port late on Tuesday afternoon. The locals immediately rushed to the docks to welcome the last whaling ship on the island. People were amazed at the sight of the unbelievable catch the brave vessel had on board. Of a size that went beyond that of the formidable toothed whales, the cetacean that is already being called the miraculous catch covered the whole deck, and parts of it were hanging over the side of the ship. The surviving sailors told a frightening account of their perilous catch, but also of its meat unmatched in its quality and plentiful nutritional benefits. There is no doubt that the immense size of this whale will allow numerous inhabitants of Darkwater to feed themselves, bringing an end to the famine from which part of the island was suffering. Warehouse for rent. Mr. Marks is putting his warehouse up for rent from June for fishing, workshop, or storage activities. You can contact him via your favorite newspaper or visit him on the docks. Special evening at the Stranded Whale. To celebrate the return of our brave whalers, all the staff of the Stranded Whale invite you to an exceptional and free tasting event. Come with your family or with friends to taste the miraculous catch. Each person will leave with a bottle of oil, so don't hesitate. Yeah, don't read books out loud in Call of Cthulhu, holy shit. Nothing good will come of this.
And then he said, "You have no right to treat us like this."
And the doctor, what did he say?
He laughed.
My God.
You said it.
Don't mind me, just eavesdropping.
She will do it again, you know.
Really obviously eavesdropping.
Girl doctor, Colden. She won't stop asking.
Not that again. She will get us into trouble.
I know.
Alright, just eavesdropping again. Don't worry about me.
Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker. And a debtor. Interesting.
Yeah, it's a pretty mighty tab right there. I think we've mostly seen what we need to see in here. The Necronomicon! You don't want to read from that one out loud either. Also the Book of the Dead from the Mummy. You must not read from the book! Oh, I love that movie so much. Alright. Well, let's head up to the Harbor Master's office. See what we can find out in here.
Broken. This place seems half abandoned.
Interesting.
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman, Cat.
Captain, the terms of our agreement are clear. Keep your men under control. You cannot afford to provoke us. No need to answer this message. Just make your payment to the carrier, Cat. Ooh, that's threatening. Goodness gracious.
Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover. A souvenir from a more prosperous era. I guess this blackboard hasn't been wiped for more than 70 years.
Yeah, it doesn't look like anybody's using it anymore. Gotta keep all those eaves, you do. You just never read out loud from a book. Just in case, that seems safe.
The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
Go ahead and nose around here. The Learning of Medicine, Volume 2. The second volume teaches ethics and good practice to medical staff. Alright, I think one more point and we'll get a second point of medicine, so that's pretty cool. I appreciate that. Oh, we actually have 1 CP to spend as well. I'm going to hang on to it for right now, because if we can get one more, I can upgrade my spot hidden, and I think I'd like to do that. I think basically what I want to focus on in this game is spot hidden, in this order, I want to focus on investigation, investigation, eloquence, and spot hidden, in roughly that order. I'll talk to you in a minute after I'm done snooping. Sorry, I'm just going to rifle through all your shit, and I will be back in just a minute. Alright, so here's our dramatis personae so far. Stephen Weber, age 63, businessman. Wealthy businessman, well-respected in the Boston area. Came to see me in order that I would investigate the death of his only daughter, Sarah Hawkins. The man accepts neither refusals nor inconvenient truths. He is ready to do anything to prove that his daughter was not mad. Charles Hawkins, deceased, age 41. Charles Hawkins was a local celebrity on Darkwater. The heir of a shipowner family, he used to travel a lot. He met Sarah Hawkins during a trip in Paris. They fell in love, got married, and Hawkins took her to the remote island of Darkwater. They had a child named Simon and lived a very secretive life. Sarah Hawkins, age 33, painter, deceased. Sarah Hawkins, a painter known for her tortured artistic universe. She was worshipped for the strangeness of her work and the rarity of her public appearances. I seem to remember that she once said, "I paint what my dreams whisper to me." Her marriage to Charles Hawkins years ago surprised high society columnists. A wealthy Boston heiress known for her party-going chooses to follow her new husband and live as a recluse on the island of Darkwater? She disappeared from the front pages of newspapers and nobody heard about her anymore about her. Even her death in a fire remained a secret. Only her father, Stephen Webster, continues to seek the truth. Simon Hawkins, age 11, schoolboy, deceased. Only son of Sarah and Charles Hawkins, he died in the fire that claimed his whole family. Roy Mitchell, age 55, owner of the Stranded Whale. Let's see, Prohibition has no hold on the Stranded Whale, and sailors come to seek some comfort in Mitchell's whiskey. The man therefore knows more than anyone the secrets and rumors that the inhabitants of the island exchange after a few glasses. Mitchell is devoted to the golden age of whale hunting, if the numerous trophies that decorate his establishment are anything to go by. The man will talk freely on the subject on which he is so keen, but he is far less enthusiastic if one were to inquire about the source of his liquor. Schoolboy in a Cthulhu game, immediately sus. He's dead, so hopefully we don't have to worry about him too much there. Don't care if he's dead, sus. Fair enough. And the second volume teaches ethics? That is a little bit concerning right there. Yeah, that's why I always snoop around before I talk to anybody. Make sure to grab all the information first. I know the feeling, Port James. I know the feeling. The dead in a Cthulhu game, mad sus. Alright. We got our occult evidence right there. Got all of our different places. We've seen pretty much all of this, that's why I'm not reading through it. Alright. I'm just gonna wander upstairs here? Probably. It would appear so. He doesn't seem to be stopping me. So, yeah. See what he's got up here.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
Let's see, in this photograph, a man who looks like Captain Fitzroy is posing on the bridge of a ship. He has a wooden leg. That's interesting. There.
What a macabre souvenir.
A wooden leg? Or peg leg? Interesting. Wonder what that's doing up here. Alright. Now, time to go talk to the harbor master.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
Alright. Let's see what we got here.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
Only a few dates are still legible. 1890, 1907, and a partial date. The rest of the document is blacked out. Who would want this information to be hidden? That is a good question. That is a good question. All right. I talk to him here.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Has there ever been a Lovecraftian Nancy Drew game? I know there was two Lovecraftian Sherlock Holmes games. I'm curious.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
It's possible.
I'm surprised Charles Hawkins had goods to store, knowing that whaling stopped in 1847.
I see that you're interested in the history of our island. Indeed, maritime activities ceased altogether at the end of the last century. I imagine that the Hawkins family had other types of contracts.
But you don't know with whom?
No, it was none of my business.
The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
Nancy Drew by Gaslight could be pretty cool. I could get behind that. So interestingly enough, I learned this from TikTok just earlier today. Would you believe there is, probably not everybody, probably not all of them, but there are some people from a more recent generation that when you mention Nancy Drew, they don't immediately think of novels. They think of the point-and-click adventure games. That is absolutely wild to me. Guy from Red Bank, welcome in. How are you doing today? Poor Chips! That's horrifying. Holy shit.
I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
Makes you feel so old. I think it's interesting. It's interesting. I mean, you know, I'd feel weirded out. I'd feel a lot older if they didn't recognize Nancy Drew at all. Well, the fact that their touchstone is the games, that's actually kind of cool. Most young people have never heard of the Boxcar Children. I mean, I've heard of them, but I've never read any of them. I know other people, you know, in my youth were reading them, but I never did. This man drinks gravel out of a cement mixer. God damn. Also, he's made of 50% Boston, at a minimum.
I was looking at your photograph. One of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
That's my father! Oh, I loved me some Encyclopedia Brown back in the day. I was all about the Encyclopedia Brown. Did you know they made an Encyclopedia Brown TV show? I've seen a little bit of it. It's interesting. Some guy in a hat, I read the Boxcar Children to some 2nd and 3rd graders last year. They loved it. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. That it still holds up for a certain audience.
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Oh, that's easy enough.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely. Ship owners from father to son.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Oh, and I got a character point there, which is exactly what I was waiting for. So, let's go ahead and up my spot hidden to 3. Beautiful, beautiful. And I'll probably do investigation next, which, since I have to save up 6 CP for that, that's going to take a while. Oh man, Animorphs. Animorphs, I'm pretty sure that's going to hold up forever for what it was anyway. Groshin, welcome in. How are you doing today? Hope you are doing good. Oh, nope, hang on. I have to validate first while I'm here. You really want to validate this character points attribution? Yes. Alright. I see Cleo never made it off the island, became a disciple of Dagon. I mean, you know, when in Rome, as they say. They re-released some as graphic novels. I did not know that. I'm going to talk to the bartender and see if he has anything else to say about all the stuff we've learned about so far.
You again. What can I get you?
What do you know about the Hawkins warehouse?
If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Oh, he already said that.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors screams.
Scream?
And that's about all anything...
Yeah, we heard all that before.
I read the article on the miraculous catch. Interesting local folklore.
Don't get it into your head to repeat that round here. It's more than folklore. On that day, the crew of the Scylla caught an exceptional catch. The biggest whale ever caught. And they saved Darkwater from famine.
I know, just the other day on TikTok, someone was saying they believe that Animorphs is the greatest anti-war story ever told. Which I think is fascinating.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous, and
Let's see if we can just mention this.
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable?
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
It's fair, it's fair.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
Yes, as a matter of fact.
Charles Hawkins owed you a lot of money. Do you know if he had problems?
I don't know the details, and it's not my business. Money or not, he was always welcome in my bar. The Hawkins family was always much appreciated on the island.
Oh, that's awesome, Warden. Yeah, I saw it went on sale right after I streamed it, which I swear is a coincidence. What a wonderful one. That's really cool, you Warden. I hope they enjoy it. I hope you enjoy it, too. I thought it was such a charming game. It does kind of work for the spooky vibe right there. I thought the series died on the vine. Never. Never.
That'll be all for now.
Alright. I think we're good for here for right now. Alright. Over there is where we're headed. We want to explore around first? I don't know. It feels like the kind of game where a little exploration would be a good idea.
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. You want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you. I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings with her.
I shall take my leave.
Alright, so basically, maybe be a little bit careful about where I lurk. Fair enough. Looks like I could get in there, though. Anybody home? The spot hidden skill allows you to detect hidden items in a close range. Snoop around a little bit then.
It looks like there's a way in under this grate.
Interesting. Maybe this is the way we can get into the warehouse then. That'd be pretty cool.
A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil.
That is pretty wild. Yeah, Darkwater is such an ominous name. What the hell? Oh, the AI Somnium sequel. I'm curious about that series as well. Do you have weapons in this game? I don't think we're going to get weapons, as far as I know. Which, hopefully we don't, because that did not work out well for Dark Horns of the Earth. Ratchet device. This part enables heavy loads to be lifted and held aloft without risk.
This ratchet device seems to be usable.
Ooh. Might be able to put that to some use. Yeah, so far, as long as all we have to deal with is a crime boss, that could be a lot worse.
I could use this old winch to lift the grating.
And we can mount the ratchet device. Oh, we need a crank too, don't we? Alright, I wonder if there's one in the warehouse. Or if I have to go somewhere else for that. Yeah, door on the other side there. No, if I can't get over there, I don't think. I want to try the Somnium games at some point. They seem really neat. Fallalls, welcome in. How's things going with you today, Fallalls? Aha! And there's the lever.
This handle will be perfect for the winch.
Let's do it. I hope it passes quickly, Fallalls. Can I not use this now? I don't actually have an option to lift it. That's weird. Maybe it's because I don't actually have a reason to go through there yet. That could be it. Let's see. Shane, you know the displays they put out at video game retailers like GameStop? Yeah, I know the ones you're talking about. What about them? Some more garbage back here. Anything useful, though. Taking a good close look to make sure I don't miss anything back here. Don't see anything else of interest. It's already tied. I think I'd be able to use it there. Weird. Alright, well, like I said, we don't need to get into the warehouse this second. Let's look around a little bit first. See what else we can see. Looked like there was some sort of commotion over in this direction. We need to get the fuck out of here, that's what we need. Yeah, this doesn't seem like a fun place. But we do need to get paid. So it's a powerful motivation.
Can't you go any faster?
You've seen how old this thing is. If we force it too much, we'll break everything.
You can't do that.
But it's only a fish.
A fish? You've got no idea. Don't badmouth what you don't know, or you'll pay for it for sure.
Okay, that's enough. Step back and let us do our job.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble. You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
Yeah, I don't know shit about medicine, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble.
Yeah, that's a scary looking fish right there, it is.
Understand? You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
They're cops. They can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots.
Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an omen.
The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
Ah. And so who are you?
I didn't introduce myself. Edward Pierce, private detective.
In any case, it's not very important. I can't answer that.
You can't? Or you don't want to?
Oh, no. I'm not getting into those games, me. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't understand. You're not sailors.
Fuzzy Dimples, welcome in, number 1. Number 2, how's your week going? And number 3, thank you for a full year of subscription. I appreciate the heck out of that, Fuzzy. It just helps the stream a lot. Thank you very much for that. Very cool of you. Forget about it! That did look like an orca, but it was pretty messed up. And what messes up an orca? It's a little scary there. Emperor, thank you so much for the gift sub to Fallalls right there. Gift sub number 1444 in the stream. More bribe noises. Thank you so much, Emperor. I appreciate that. I'm a cop, not a tour guide.
It's a sign. There's something coming.
I'll leave him be then.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
Who's this fellow?
Where do you think you're going?
I thought that the Hawkins case had been closed.
That's true.
So what are you doing on guard duty in front of this warehouse?
Who's asking the questions here, the cop or the tourist?
Morning, Geek Boy. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. Kim Kubo. There have been, if I'm remembering correctly, there have been orca that have been seen with scars from getting in fights with giant squid, which is kind of wild to think about.
Who are these others so interested in the warehouse?
And why would I tell you?
You and I are on the same side of the law.
Oh, yeah?
You don't want to know the truth behind this case.
Are you saying our work was not up to snuff? Forget it.
Oh, we failed our speech check. There's so many Geek Boys, so many. That's a lot more, James. That is a ton. Yeah, orcas are terrifying. They really are. They will definitely fuck up some fish. This is true. Oh, am I thinking of sperm whales? I might be thinking of sperm whales. That's true. Can't spell orca without orc. This is literally the truth. Orca don't tend to dive that deep. That is true. I think you got me there, Rin. Thank you.
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
What do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone.
Orca are a natural predator of moose. That is one of the weirdest facts I have ever learned. That is incredible. Let's see. Miss RP Girl, did you ever play Anachronox on this channel? Yes, I did. I loved it. It was so charming. Amazing, amazing game. Oh yeah, Fuzzy Dimples. I'm happy to play it on your behalf. I hope you enjoy watching. Oh, nice. How are you liking it, Miss RP Girl? Hope you're having a good time with the game. I thought it was a wild experience. Alright, so that's the warehouse right there. Let's see if we can gather any more information before we head in. See if any of these charming locals have any more interesting insights so we can gather from here. Not liking the last character you picked up. Remind me who the last character was. It has been a bit of time. Let's see. That's locked. I don't have a key to that. I might be able to pick it, I suppose. I can try that. Oh, Paco the superhero? Yeah, he's got like one use in the game, and otherwise he doesn't really show up too much. It's all about Democritus. He's my favorite. Alright, so making a skill check to try and pick the lock. And no dice.
Damnation. I broke it.
Oops. Oh, we're not getting in there, I guess. Maybe I'll try a strength check on the way back, maybe not. Oh, this seems concerning. Yeah, local art is something else. St. Brendan the Navigator. I don't know about all that, man.
St. Brendan, patron saint of sailors and travelers. Desecrated. Looks like Phoenician, or a very primitive runic script. I've never seen anything like it.
Concerning. Democritus is a they, that's true. Democritus is a very complicated fellow. Oh, that was such a fun game. That is just a wonderful thing that the orcs are just being dicks to rich people boats. I love that. Oh, Ro Bowman. Yeah, Ro is fun. Ro is fun. And I like that she gets such a big role in the game. She's one of the more prominent of all the companions, which I thought was really neat. I dig it. I dig it. I think the thing I just remember so much about Democritus is just what an insane concept for a character. You know? Oh my god. Alright, so yeah, unfortunately we're not getting in there since we failed our lockpick check. Alright, what else we got to do? We got a fellow over here. We can see if he's chatty. He's not. That actually sounds like a good album title too, Emperor. I like it. Alright, nothing else over here. How about these fellers?
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh? We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
What?
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
What?
I respect your beliefs.
Our beliefs? You mean you don't believe in God?
Going badly.
That's irrelevant.
That's what you think.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to Darkwater?
Let's see, Miss RP Girl, one of the best sci-fi RPGs I've ever played. It's a sadly underutilized niche. So many RPGs just go straight for fantasy. It's nice to see one do something interesting with sci-fi. It's a cool universe. It is. It is. I like it a lot.
That statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly?
You wouldn't be looking down at us, like all townspeople do.
St. Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
Let's see, some guy in a hat, you never finished it, you could push through the jank. That's fair. That's fair. Different people have different tolerances to jank. Mine's pretty high. I will tell you, for anybody that wants to play Anachronox, there is an undocumented feature that you may find interesting, which is that the tilde key, I believe, actually allows you to fast forward in combat. It was added in the Steam version, but it is an official feature. You don't need to mod it or anything, and that does make some of the fights, especially later in the game, a lot easier. I believe it's the tilde key. It's been a few years, but I think that's the one. You can Google Anachronox fast forward if you need to, and you should be able to find it. But yeah, they actually did add a button to fast forward combat, which that's the one. That's the one. Yeah, because especially once you get late in the game, you know, some of the combat special abilities you've seen a million times get a little bit tedious. I do appreciate that. Yeah, almost like the Matrix, right. It's very much of that era, which I think is really cool. Oh, you know what, by a different name? It isn't a symbol I use very much, so I might be calling it something weird. Let's see. Part of the much-needed patch that got integrated into the re-release, it speeds up everything. It's a very cool feature. It's just a shame that, like I said, it doesn't get documented anywhere in the game. They never tell you about that within the game itself, but it's nice to have.
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat.
It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
Alright, I hope it helps you, Miss RP Girl. I hope it does. Yeah, there's a lot of systems in the game, and you don't end up using all of them. That's true with a lot of RPGs, though. It's known as the tilde in Finnish officially, but in everyday speech they call it the worm symbol. Oh, I'm stealing that. That's hilarious. I think probably the thing I liked the least about Anachronox is the planet you start the game on. I felt like that whole sequence lasted way too long and isn't very representative of the rest of the game. And like, you spend so much time on this little backwater planet, and then after you get off that planet, it's this planet-hopping sci-fi epic, but like, you spend so much time on that one little planet at the beginning. It kind of slows things down a little bit right there.
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around here.
Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here.
So we drink.
Alright. Yeah, I feel like it would have been better if they sort of telegraphed that you're not going to be spending the entire game on that planet, because I've talked to some people that thought that was going to be the case. That, like, you're never going to leave that planet. You're just going to spend the entire game there. And I'm like, no, there's so much cool, crazy stuff that happens later on.
The two guys behind you, what are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
Wow!
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
Well, the thing you gotta remember about Anachronox is they literally ran out of both time and money and had to cut it short. The game Anachronox, as was released, they said is actually representative of half of what they planned for the original game. Like, there was supposed to be an entire second half in there, and they hoped to actually do a sequel at some point. But neither of those happened, unfortunately. But yeah, they had a lot more that they wanted to get in there, but it had a very tortured development, unfortunately. It's very tragic.
I've taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
Yeah, hiking back to Sender every time you want to switch out party members did very much suck. And Emperor, thank you for investing in a Harvester sequel, the sequel we all really deserve there. It's true. So you'd have to have RPG-like skills for conversation like you have in this game, obviously. And you'd have all kinds of areas of knowledge, and probably most of them would not come in handy. Like, you'd have let's see, what's a good one? You could have, like, a lower digestive system knowledge skill. Would that ever come up? No. No one would ever mention it. The sequel we all really deserve. That is a threat. It's true. We just have, like, hundreds upon hundreds of knowledge skills, and most of them won't come up, but you're never going to know which ones are going to be important, which ones are not. Just every once in a while, there will be some character that's like, I will only let you into this warehouse if you can tell me about, the history of Scandinavia. And I'm sorry, if your character didn't spec heavily in that, you're just not getting in that area. That's the only way in. No otherwise. That's it. That's the only option you got. Useful for meat checks. Always check the meats.
You could tell me. No, if it gets out, I'll have serious
Remember to tell your dad about
I
the
bet
meat.
that you hid them somewhere in your hut on the docks.
Not even. And don't go looking there.
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
Interesting. Nothing else to see in here. Alright, so we're probably not going to have an easy time getting past them. Let's head back over to that weird grate and see if we can get in through there. Because if we can get that thing working, that seems like that'd be the ideal entrance. Yeah, party member swapping was super frustrating back then. It's true. It's true. I'll let you in if you solve my riddles 3. Hashtag life goals right there. Alright, so... I got the crank and I got the, do I need to find like a gear to plug in there? Is that what I'm missing? Do I not have a high enough spot hidden? That might be it. Maybe my spot hidden isn't good enough, so I haven't found the last piece I need here. That could be a thing. Or I need to get up there somehow, but I don't see any way to do that. Take one last sweep, make sure I didn't miss it down here. That might be it, is this might be a solution we can only get to if we have a good enough spot hidden. I wouldn't put it past him. Is there anything actually up here? No, it looks like we need... I don't know, it looks like we can just crank it from there, but apparently not. Weird. Yeah, I don't know what we're missing to get in here then. We can't just walk across this beam to get over there either. That's unfortunate. Some weird way I feel Anachronox is a mix of RPG and point and click. I mean, you do a lot of stuff outside of combat in Anachronox. I think you're not wrong with that feeling. It's kind of got the vibe of a point and click game for a lot of things. Like, for example, Planet Democritus, when you're on the planet. There's barely any combat on there, and you do a ton of side quests. So yeah, that place definitely feels like more of a point and click sort of adventure type thing.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters.
Alright, well, that doesn't seem like a valid way through, so...
Wow, you could tell me.
If maybe we can talk to these guys?
No idea. You better keep it shut.
Well, we don't have a clear conscience.
Quiet. What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
You do all the good stuff outside of combat in Anachronox? It's true. It's true. The combat's not terrible, but like, all the non-combat stuff is the best part of the game. It really is. Alright, so I can do an eloquence check here. Poke around. Yeah, the combat's slow. It is kind of a slog, it is.
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's going to be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
I don't give a damn about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
And we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
Alright, let's try testing speech.
Gentlemen, you have a problem.
What? Who do you take yourself for, stranger?
Your boss is very unhappy with your work.
Oh yeah? You're bluffing.
She said those knuckleheads are incapable of staying at their post.
Darn it.
You think he's telling the truth?
We'll find out. Prove that you really know Cat.
It's risky to question my word. I wouldn't like you to get cut with a certain Italian knife.
Okay. You've convinced us.
And is she who sent you? What do you want from us?
I thought I made it clear. I have to take a look inside the Hawkins warehouse. Leave me alone, and I'll put in a good word for you with Cat.
Okay, it's a deal.
All right, successfully bluffed our way in. Not good at solving puzzles, but we can lie pretty good. I'll take it. I'll take it. Yeah, the positioning system doesn't really come into play very much. It just sort of makes combat a little bit slower than it needs to be. The language guy from Red Bank. How dare he? Isn't it beautiful, Nano? Ah, scenic Darkwater. What a charming place. All right.
Let's see.
Can I pick this? God damn it.
Shoot. I'll have to find another way to get in.
Ah, alright. Can't pick that lock either.
Well, well.
Whoa!
A little mouse has got lost on our turf. You're not only inquisitive, you're also stupid.
Shit.
What gave you the crazy idea to come onto my turf?
Well, we got caught immediately. I mean, I can't say I had no idea since we invoked her name to get in here. I feel like being bossy is really not going to help anything here.
Has the cat got your tongue?
You've come for a fight. What I've got to say won't change a thing.
You're a quick learner. I decide who comes in and who stays out. And anyone who doesn't respect my rules, I punish them.
Oh, God.
Is your name Cat?
What of it?
Maybe we can come to an understanding.
Maybe. Or maybe not.
Whoa! Whoa! Crap! Oh, God!
Get this joker out of here. He might have a little trouble walking on his own.
Well,
I'm getting careless. I didn't see that coming. If I want to get into this warehouse, I'm going to have to deal with her.
So we came to an understanding, all right, and that understanding is she can absolutely kick my ass, and there's very little I can do about it. That is the fullness of my understanding. Oh no, she's hot. Oh, she's a fighter. Yeah, she's a better fighter than me, apparently. Ow! I was not expecting the depth of that beating. That did not go well for me. Some kind of hat. Not that sort of game. I don't assume. Oh God! All right. Well, let's see if she's still at the bar. Maybe I can negotiate. You know, maybe she's in a mood to chat now that she's beating the piss out of me. Is she around here?
What? Another break?
One of those damn sailors came looking for trouble again.
But he won't try again anytime soon. We gave him a good hiding.
So you said to yourselves that after such a feat, you could abandon your post.
It's just a little drink. We taught those guys a lesson.
We'll return right after. It's just that standing guard in this alley makes your throat dry.
That fool Fitzroy can't keep his dogs on a leash.
I'll have to send him a more clear-cut message. Hey, Mitchell. A drink for our new friend. I owe you. You don't know how to fight, but at least you've got guts.
Yeah. Aching guts.
Ow.
Huh. I've got them too. But you don't hear me whining like a pooch who's lost its leash. You didn't back down. Something that I respect. So understand by that, if I catch you again, you'll carry a more permanent reminder of our encounter. Tell me, what brings you to Darkwater?
I like how she's like, you didn't back down. I respect that. And I was like, I was actually trying to back down, but I was too busy getting the shit kicked out of me to do anything but get the shit kicked out of me. If I was physically able to walk at the time, I probably would have backed down. It's almost like the entire island is terrified of or something. I can see why. I'm starting to see why. Oh god. I don't trust my character to lie well. Let's just tell her the truth.
I'm investigating the deaths of the Hawkins family.
It's very nice of you to tell me the truth so openly, but it's also really stupid of you. You really don't seem to know the area. Let me give you a little advice. If you want to survive more than a day in this rat hole, avoid talking about them to the first people you meet.
I've got a few questions about the island.
I'm not here to give you information. Mitchell will tell you what he wants to tell you.
All right.
Is that more dangerous than having a drink with you?
I'm not kidding. The old families, they were here long before us, and they'll be here long after we are gone.
The old families?
The descendants of the first whalers. These people truly worship their ancestors.
I need to get into the Hawkins warehouse.
You're out of luck. It's on my turf.
It's precisely for that reason that I've come to see you.
Are you pulling my leg?
Think it over. I've seen what you're capable of. And you didn't miss me.
I accept the compliment. Well, I see you're serious. To be honest, as long as it doesn't interfere with my business, I don't care. But I'll go with you, to make sure you don't stick your nose into things that don't concern you.
Sounds honest to me.
I'm not finished. If I do that for you, if I let you onto our turf to conduct your little affairs, you'll be indebted to me, and I guarantee that I always collect on what I'm owed. Think about it. I help you, you'll owe me a favor in return. Do you accept?
I don't like it, but I don't have a lot of other options here. Hey, Kuma, welcome in. How are you doing today? That's an awesome story, Kuma. Yeah, sometimes the strangest of little jokes or little moments can turn into a long-term thing, most definitely. How are you doing today, Kuma? Hope everything's going well with you.
Do I have a choice?
Oh, we always have one, Detective. Follow me.
Nobody questions your authority here. I was given to believe that Fitzroy stood up to you.
That dope tried to save face in front of his sailors. They revere their brave captain as they do their old statues. But sooner or later, all statues get buried in bird shit, and nobody cares.
And the police? They do nothing to stop you?
The local cops? The cops drink like everyone else, sweetheart. They know where their interests lie. Apart from that pig-headed Bradley. I don't know whether to admire his stubbornness or to have pity on him.
That beast back in the water, you shysters! You're crazy.
They're cops. They can't understand.
Damn stupid idiot.
This is one of those following this character is miserable. Just let me have a good follow speed so I don't just keep tapping this button. This feels ridiculous. This is ruining my immersion game. Come on!
He's with me.
Oh, okay.
Make my character auto-follow her or something. This is ridiculous. My character's just shimmying forward, basically. She does have a cool outfit, though. Like, it just reads as badass. Those gloves, especially. Holy crap. Yeah, make this a cutscene or something. Maderico, welcome in. How are you doing today? Serpentine? Oh, serpentine.
That's how it's done. Do I still need to hold your hand? Or do you think you'll get by on your own now?
Don't overdo it.
Good. In that case, I'll leave you. I've done enough mothering for now.
Thank you kindly, ma'am. Appreciate you not kicking my ass again, ma'am.
Ugh, this place stinks. What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
Excellent question. You enter a reconstruction scene. Hold both mouse buttons. Alright, what do we got here? Ooh, detective mode.
The glass is shattered, like someone smashed it. Was it before or after the removal of these bandages?
Interesting.
Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this?
Valid question. I think maybe it was just she made sure... She walked me to the door. I think that was just to make sure I wasn't snooping around her territory. She doesn't care if what I do in the warehouse. She just doesn't want to wants to make sure I'm not doing anything other than that.
It smells as bad as it looks.
Maybe they like the ambiance. Some artists are very interesting characters, it's true.
Can't sleep. I know how that feels. Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings?
Alright, that looks like all we're going to get in reconstruction. Now to actually investigate. If there's anything that we can actually snag around here that would be of use. Maybe possibly. Anything? Or was that it? All we need to do is the reconstruction. Might have been it. Don't see anything else to do in here. That was a little bit easy. Really, nothing else. Now let's check my... Yeah, we already got the search the warehouse thing completed, so we're good there. We've got 2 CP available, but we're going to save up a full 6 so that we can upgrade investigation. Partially because we just keep failing at lockpicking, and we really need to get better at that.
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case.
Oh shit.
Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! Detective Pierce. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
Yeah, but I didn't listen. My strength isn't very good. My psychology isn't great. Unfortunately, I don't think testing either of those is a good idea. Still expecting an objection after every clue. Oh man. I hope there's a courtroom sequence. Why did someone suddenly do a Peter Griffin impression? Oh god, he does kind of sound like that, doesn't it?
Look around you. Someone has settled in here. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it. It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene. Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way.
Is it parked in the Harvard Yard?
Would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose.
Did he park the car in the Harvard Yard?
God damn it. Her again.
Hey, Cat.
This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage, or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Wow!
Why you?
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Wow!
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
I thought I'd straightened you out, mister. I am disappointed, but we'll meet again.
Oh, that's a threat.
Is it far, this mansion?
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
Look up at the top of that ridge. Slowly, though. Pan up slowly and dramatically. Don't just look straight up there. No Shaney's a Kennedy. He parked the car in the water. Thank you for the clarification. Yeah, but I didn't listen. Oh my god. Yeah, you told me it a bunch of times. That's amazing, relentlessly. I love it. Ghostwire Tokyo and Godlike Burger. I really want to try Ghostwire Tokyo. It looks pretty fun. Yeah, we managed to convince him pretty quickly. I'm glad about that. You can't park a car in Harvard Yard. She's dangerous. I love how they very quickly convey, like, she's not all talk. Oh no, she will absolutely kill you. I really like that. Maybe play this dramatic record while you look up. Chapter 3, Garden of the Hawkins Mansion. Pierce managed to get into the warehouse. The place, though thought to be abandoned, revealed some surprises. Signs of recent occupation, as well as a partly charred painting. Interrupted in his searching by Officer Bradley, Pierce convinced him to join his investigation. The police officer is willing to drive the detective to the Hawkins mansion. I respect that as well, relentlessly. I do. Ignore the string quartet. They just like to follow tourists around to set the mood.
Well, here we are, Hawkins Mansion. The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
Yeah, Cat made a comment about how you don't want your smile to get any wider. And he has that scar right there. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Yeah, that's a weird, interesting detail. I'm curious. Hey, EVB, welcome in. How are you doing today? How was your stream? What were you playing? Tell me everything. And I appreciate you bringing your community by. Alright, what do we want to start with? Let's start here, I think.
Your partner, Andrews, warned me against him.
You managed to get something out of that bum? I'll end up asking you for advice.
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was slightly unhinged.
That's not far off the mark, I suppose. But kinda unfair at the same time. You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family, so he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
Information first. Information first.
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
Fair enough, fair enough.
I see no scorched trees or fire damage on the building.
You're pretty damn observant, ain't you? The fire was quickly contained. Old Silas acted as soon as he could.
Not soon enough to save the Hawkins.
They were trapped in the drawing room. And don't go troubling Silas anymore. His guilt torments him enough as it is. Are we gonna take a closer look at this mansion, or do you have other questions?
I have questions. Leave me alone. Let's see. EVB was a good stream, even though I lost my voice midway through. Oh man, I've been doing this for 7 years and I still lose my voice during streams sometimes. No shame in that. I'm glad it was a good stream, though. Good to hear. Good to hear.
I prefer to be prepared if there's going to be trouble.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten floorboards, there's nothing to worry about.
Could he be a problem?
Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though, he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age. A true force of nature.
A sad old man doesn't worry me.
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my advice, we might as well go. Right?
Oh, what game were you playing, EVB? I don't think I saw there.
Night falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
Yeah, describing him as sturdy is a little bit concerning.
Why not? You can help.
Right. Let's go.
All right. We're gonna explore as we walk, but what's over here? I'll catch up with him in a second. Want to look around a little first. Make sure we don't miss anything. I don't know that we'll be able to come back here. Oh, there's something on the ground here. A figurine of a whale carved from wood. It's the sort of toy that sailors made for their children. Apparently a clue. I'll take it. Clue in an out-of-the-way place. Hopefully that'll come in handy later. Oh, Tecmo Secret of the Star is nice. I have never played that one, but I'm familiar with it. I hope you're enjoying it so far. Have we seen anything Cthulhu-y? No. No, I really haven't. Nothing, all that supernatural, no. They are building slowly, I suppose. I mean, that orca was pretty messed up, and we don't know how that happened. Suppose that is a little bit mysterious. Could be.
1693. This house is much older than it seems, but the architecture seems too recent.
Interesting. I mean, it is a whaling village, so I don't think it's super out of place. Oh, this is ominous as shit. Hello? Anybody here?
The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh.
Interesting.
The caretaker takes great care of these graves. The caretaker takes great care of these graves.
I do like a slow build-up, it's true. No near but us corpses. Oh, God.
Charles Hawkins' grave. Who could have done this?
Yeah,
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
So, Detective, Does this place inspire any thoughts?
Yeah, at the very beginning of the game, we had some whiskey cult dreams, which is interesting.
Why were they buried here?
I was given to believe that it was Charles Hawkins' wish.
Strange idea. I imagine Webster wasn't too pleased.
Mrs. Hawkins' father? It's said that he's devastated.
Let's go to the mansion.
I say,
please give me a minute. I didn't expect to set foot back here after the burial. What kind of deranged individual would defile this sanctuary and steal a burnt painting? I don't see Silas doing such a thing, let alone allowing it. Even that broad baker is above that. Lord, have pity on this poor family.
Definitely got some questions that need being answered around here.
Poor kid.
Yeah, not much else to say there. Anything around here? Take a look. No, kind of a maze here. He's just hanging around right there. Where do we want to go? This way, maybe? Not exactly the front door. Looks like it leads to the same place, though. See anybody around? This door is boarded up. I don't think we're going to be getting in this way.
I'll have to find another entrance.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Let's keep looking around. See what we can spot out here. Hopefully Bradley catches up soon. Let's see. Some leaves on the ground there.
This entrance is still in use.
Uh-oh. Whoa!
Whoa! You were trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them. Dump them into the ocean.
Oh, this is going badly.
You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. And let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on Darkwater.
Oh god!
You haven't forgiven yourself. You stay here to honor the memory of the deceased.
That's true. I want no more violence. No more tragedy.
It's painful to be the last one left.
You don't know how right you are. Understood. I'm listening.
The police report describes a domestic accident, but Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
No, I can't let you in. The mansion isn't safe.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked, and I make sure it stays that way.
All right. Visit Darkwater, they said. Friendly people, they said. Yeah, he should be using that for keeping the property clean while he's here anyway, I think. Let's see. Let's try an investigation check.
No one lives in the mansion, and you don't take care of it anymore. If you have a good reason to be here, I'm listening.
There's vermin. I keep an eye out.
Vermin?
Yeah, that's it, vermin.
Right. This is what we're going to do. I go inside, and I promise that I'll hunt vermin. Okay with you?
I'm not sure.
If there's nothing else to fear, you can give me that key.
Right. Take the key and do what you have to do. Go on, then. Just to get rid of you.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion.
All right. That could have went a lot worse, by which I mean he could have murdered me. Hey, Lazarus. Welcome in, Laz. How are you doing today? How was your stream? What were you playing? Tell me everything. And John My Rabbit, welcome in. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. See, this just looks like the other way we could have taken to get to the mansion. I'm gonna poke around a little bit, see if there's anything interesting to see here.
This gate is locked.
Yeah, no way we're getting through there, I suppose. Alright, anything else before we head in? Anything at all? Doesn't look like it. Oh, there's a little shack down here. Wonder if that's another way we could have ran into the caretaker. I know there is a lot of alternate paths through this game, which I think is pretty interesting.
The poor wretch seems to spend the best part of his time isolated from the world.
Oh, Parasite Eve! Such an underappreciated game. So far, I'm really liking this game. It's really interesting. Is it a love shack? Oh god, I hope not. We might be walking into something very unpleasant then.
I know a thing or two about solitude myself.
I mean, I haven't seen a faded sign from the side of the road yet.
Rather Spartan. The caretaker has simple tastes.
We very much might have missed it then. I haven't actually heard of the Trash Horror Game Collections. Unless it goes by a different name. They're cheap on Steam and all by one Brazilian dev. I will definitely check that out then. Carlo the Curious, welcome in. How are you doing today? Alright, that's locked, so we're not getting in there. Unless there's a back way I might have missed.
Bourbon. Empty, of course.
Of course. Oh, there might be. Get up here at least. Mm-hmm. That is something, I guess. Doesn't seem to be anything else to do there, but... Well, I imagine that was something we had to do if we weren't able to talk our way in, probably. That's interesting. What does that mean? Oh no, OBS is coming back up. Hang on. Can you guys see me? Can you guys hear me? There we go. Hey, welcome back. Crunch of Cthulhu. Yeah, it appears I lost internet for a minute there. Luckily, as soon as I noticed that it cut out, I stopped playing, so you guys haven't missed anything. Let me get caught up on chat a little bit here. Take care of yourself, Fuzzy Dimples. Thanks so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. You take care of yourself. Let's see. What happened? Did you finish the game? Yeah, I speed ran it while you weren't looking. That which is dead does still stream, yes. But the Eldritch Abomination claimed me not yet, thankfully. Thankfully. Yeah, I was just trying to diagnose the problem, and then it looked like my internet came back up, so we were all good. Let's get back to it, shall we? We were just about to head inside. And we got the key from Silas, so no need to pick the lock or anything.
Let's take a look inside.
I'm with you.
Chapter 3, Hawkins Mansion. Pierce and Officer Bradley explored the gardens of the Hawkins Mansion. The family lies in the graveyard of the property guarded by Silas Winchester. The old caretaker, still faithful to his employers, keeps watch on the place armed with his axe. Pierce and Bradley manage to calm him down and finally get a hold of the key to the Hawkins Mansion. They enter the building looking for the scene of the fire. These chapters seem awfully short. They do, but I do know there's a bunch of them. So, like I said, I expect it's probably going to take all week to finish the game. So it's not a super short game, which I appreciate. I do love a good mystery.
Follow me. I know the place.
All
Who
right,
left this light on?
We got 2 CP right there. What does that put me up to? That puts me at 4. If I can get 2 more, I can up my investigation. That's a good thing. Shane, your chat on screen is borked. Oh god, that's probably as a result of losing internet right there. I don't know that I can fix that, unfortunately. Try that right there. I don't know unless anybody says anything, but yeah, let me know if I don't know if I can fix that, unfortunately. We might have to do without it for right now. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's coming back up. I didn't turn it off. I'm assuming it was the something about the internet right there. Took it down. Yes, this is the 2018 Call of Cthulhu, the newest one, I think. I really like it. I think it's really neat so far. I'm very excited to play through some more. Thank you for letting me know, though, Other Ren. I really appreciate that. And yeah, if you have a game with diverging paths, I think having short chapters is probably for the best. Alright. Let's nose around as we're following him. Make sure we don't miss anything interesting. Ugh.
The Last Supper of the Hawkins. What does this tell me?
Oh, I can do a reconstruction in here. See what we can figure out. Ooh, fancy.
What kind of meat is this?
Yeah, unfortunately my medicine's very low, but that is gross looking, whatever the hell it is.
This place is for the head of the family, Charles Hawkins.
Interesting.
The boy was probably here. Smashed his plate on the floor.
Interesting.
Sarah Hawkins' plate. Why did she leave it untouched?
Good question. Good question.
Something happened at this table. An argument?
Certainly seems like it could be. Mystery meat. Literally mysterious.
Hey, Pierce. Daydreaming again?
Working, officer. This dinner table tells us a lot about the Hawkins family life.
Well, we don't have all day. The scene of the fire is next door.
Ooh. And we have ominous thunder as well. Alright, nothing else to see in here, it would appear.
Silas managed to bring the fire under control.
Let's see if I can find
It's
something the
already too
cops
late for
missed.
the Hawkins.
Alright, let's reconstruct in here as well. Malkill, oh god! It appears that her entire meal was just a slice of mystery meat.
The child's corpse left a trace. Where are the others?
That's a good question right off the bat.
Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker?
Good question.
If the painting I found on the docks really came from here, how come it didn't burn?
Yeah, it protected the wall from getting scorched. Why didn't it burn itself?
Did Sarah Hawkins lose one of her shoes? How?
Interesting question. That looks like there's all to see in here. I'm assuming the little check mark in the corner means you've seen everything there is to see in this reconstruction. Alright. Oh no, there's one more to see.
Did someone escape the fire?
It looks like someone was bolting out of here. What does that mean, though? No, even though there's a check mark, I can't actually exit the reconstruction yet, so there must be something else I'm missing. But what? It still says investigate the fire scene, too.
They had a fight. Why?
That must be the genesis of the fire right there, the smashed oil lamp. Long pork roast, oh god. It fits perfectly. You got an old mansion and a creepy game. Of course there's thunder. Of course.
Blood. This lamp was thrown. This was no accident. This was a fight. Someone fell here. A desperate attempt to flee. And the boy.
So, Detective, what do you make of it?
Much of this evidence simply contradicts the investigation's findings.
Really? Tell me about it.
Well, there's lots to talk about here.
I can tell where young Simon was, but not his parents. Where were their bodies found?
I can't help you on that one. Charles and Sarah's bodies had already been carried away when I got here.
Without your authorization? By whom?
Marshall, Andrews, Chief West. We never deal with cases like that, you know. So... well...
So yeah, it's an interesting mechanical thing in the game. We actually will get better light sources later on. But any other light sources we get in the game have limited fuel. Whereas our Zippo actually in the game does have infinite fuel. Which is handy.
I found a bottle of whiskey. Empty.
Well, that must have been a loss for you.
No glass. I suspect one of them drank heavily to calm down. Charles, most probably.
That's pretty thin. Who says that bottle hadn't been there for a while?
It would seem at least one person fled the crime scene.
What'd you say?
That mark on the door. Someone's hand slid down there. The left side has no mark, The door was open and that someone left.
For God's sake. I mean, if it's Charles or Sarah, they wouldn't have left their son.
They would rather die in the flames as a family instead of calling for help? I don't buy it.
Oh, yeah?
I firmly believe this fire was more than just an accident.
Huh. What's your theory?
I think the Hawkins couple got into a fight.
You sure of that?
There's only one way to be sure.
How do we be sure? More investigation? I guess?
I just ask that you don't disturb anything. If Chief West found out about what we're doing, I'd be in serious trouble.
No worries. I'm not here to cause mischief. Make sure I can't interact with that door. Oh, I can.
This door is locked.
Not getting through there, though. That's not a lock I can pick either. And we're back to Ace Attorney. It is kind of cool reconstructing crime scenes like that. History of Medicine, collection of medical knowledge and health practices of the 18th century, actually only covers the so-called civilized countries. Does not deal with the influence of holistic medicines or medicines from continents considered inferior. Alright, one more, and we get upgraded medicines. That's pretty nice. And one more point, we can buy another point in investigation too, which is awesome. Making progress. Ooh, that lightning. Spooky. We're gonna investigate as we're going. See what there is to see around here. Stairs going up there. Probably check up there in a minute.
This door is blocked from the outside.
Just read an entire medical text while investigating. We are a speed reader like crazy.
The lyrics of the drunken sailor. A sea shanty.
Probably not useful for the investigation. Probably.
An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. Dated 1818.
Damn! You just leave that laying around? Careless.
Moby Dick. Melville's classic. The epic battle between man and whale.
Of course, a whaling town has a copy of Moby Dick.
Mandatory reading for any whaler, I guess.
I actually wonder if whalers would actually enjoy something like that or not.
This piano is in disrepair. Looks like the Hawkins kept it more for decoration than for music.
Yeah, just kind of skimmed the book and is like, alright, I'm better at medicine now. I'm kind of a doctor at this point, basically. I think I read the most doctor-y parts out of all of it. I feel like.
A book on the first inhabitants of the island. It seems they got here around the 14th century.
Alright, let me see if the officer has anything else to say at this point.
What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
Well, not much, to be honest. We all assumed the Hawkins lived on Charles's inheritance.
Alright. Gimme Gilbo. Honestly, good question, Melkill. It is a good question. Let's check the upstairs, see what we can find up here. Get a little bit more light there.
Darkwater history. This place was settled back in 1692 by two families that seceded from the New England colonies.
That dates to back where that one headstone we found was.
A book on hunting whales, the island's staple diet last century. There's something disturbing about this painting.
It is a bit spooky, but I guess I can't figure out what that is with my current investigation skill.
20,000 leagues under the sea. Another story about the mysteries of the deep.
He says don't disturb anything. I'm not making a mess or anything. Ooh, crowbar.
A crowbar could prove useful.
Yes. I take back everything I said about not disturbing this place. We are definitely going to break some drawers down. Just taking expensive books and crowbars. I mean, they're dead. They don't need it anymore. Surely. Whereas I, a man of culture.
What could Sarah have done to make this person threaten to call the police?
Dear sir, as you know, I have always held you and your family in high respect. Unfortunately, I can no longer continue to close my eyes on the behavior of your wife. Last week, she again terrified my clientele. I know she means no harm, but you should place her in the care of Dr. Fuller. He alone seems able to make her come to her senses. If these disturbances were to recur, believe me that, although it would feel like torture, I would be obligated to involve the police. Respectfully yours, Anton Wellard. What was she doing to terrify them? That's a good question. I'm not dead. Don't call me Shirley. Alright. Broken banister there. This place is in quite a state. True. Also, it's very dark down here.
Locked.
Alright. Get in here, at least.
The boys' room.
Reconstruction time. Let's see what we can infer from what's in here.
A child's fort. From what threat was Simon protecting his world?
Good question. Does look like a little hidey hole right there.
Tom Sawyer. Mark Twain. Sarah must have read it to him before bed.
Alright.
Sleeping pills. Strong for an 11-year-old boy. What was wrong with this family?
It's a very good question. Hang on a sec.
What nightmarish vision could have inspired them?
It's got some creepy drawings.
Simon's troubles went beyond family problems. That kid saw something. Something terrified him.
Well then. The Elder Gods. Hello?
The argument that led to their tragic end seems to have been simmering for some time.
Simon's private journal. He seems worried about his mother and her attacks. Tension also seems to be growing between the Hawkins couple. Could the fire be the result of an argument? Let me see if I can read this. Today with Mother we played in the garden, but she is still sad. I hate it when she is sad. Is she angry with Father? Sunday, Father scolded me. He shouted, bad, bud? Shouted bad and wanted to spank me, but Mother did not want him to. He is always angry. Why? There are lots of strange things in his office. I just wanted to look at them. Tuesday, I built a castle for Mother and me. I told her to come out and hide with me. Wednesday, she's always painting monsters. I don't like her monsters. I have bad dreams and they come into my bedroom and look at me. I cry and Mother shouts at me. and Father says that I must take tablets. They are not nice. I don't want to take them. Tuesday, Mother is screaming again. She cries a lot. Father is sad too and angry with Mother. I don't know why. She... and then part smudged out. Wednesday, Mother is sad again. At lunch we ate in silence. It was strange. Father said finish your dishes. We always eat the same thing. It looks like rotten fish and it smells very bad. Why does he always want us to eat that? It's not very nice. If we have to eat it again tonight, I will throw my plate on the floor and smash it. We actually did find a plate on the floor smashed where we assumed he was sitting. So this seems very recent. Interesting. Thank God for high-res textures. It is nice when you're actually able to read these things. Alright. It's interesting. Very interesting. If there's anything else to see in here. Lots of kid stuff. Looks like that's going to be it. Alright. What else have we got here? Hello. The key that opens the door to Sarah Hawkins' office was concealed. But that's a locked door we just passed. It is. Beautiful. Oh. Oh, Sarah's office sucks. Oh, jeez. Doesn't really scream painter's studio to me.
Was Sarah Hawkins interested in the occult? What was she trying to achieve?
Unfortunately, I don't know much about the occult, so I have no idea. Looks perfectly innocent. Oh, jeez. Does it? Does it?
Sarah Hawkins' agent was getting worried. Seems she wasn't giving any signs of life.
My very dear Sarah, ever since you left to bury yourself away on that lost island, your art has been attracting increasing numbers of collectors. I beg you to send me some new paintings. The last ones, so somber and strange, moving as no other paintings have been, are selling at a premium price. Your percentage of these recent sales is attached. Do not forget your friend who was first to recognize your genius and display it to the world. Affectionately yours, Maximilian L. Alright.
This ledger lists all of the paintings Sarah Hawkins sold.
Huh. The last one on here is the Shambler for FS, and it says gift. Interesting.
It seems the last one was given for free to a Francis Sanders. I wonder why.
Very good question. Not gonna lie, I want an office with that kind of art on the floor. That is... I feel like my family would definitely have questions if they came by. I feel like anybody that came by would have a lot of questions. You do be shambling.
Despite what happened, they seem to have loved each other.
Fate brought us together and forever it will bind us. Tiny little love note. Interesting.
The door is blocked on the other side.
Interesting.
Bradley? Is that you?
Hello? What was that?
What will her room reveal about her?
Ah, Sarah's bedroom. See what we got in here. Oh, jeez, Rin! You're gonna scare the shit out of some poor folks.
Barbiturates. Sarah Hawkins must have been extremely agitated resorting to such a treatment.
Barbiturates, they act as a depressant of the nervous system, but once you begin, you can never live without them. Of that, I know something. Alright, Alright, this is that door that was blocked there. Oh geez, it's a lockpick thing. How am I doing on stat points? I'm still one short of being able to upgrade investigation. Let's try it anyway. Come on, come on. Yes!
Perfect.
Beautiful. Oh, it's just an alternate way in here, damn it. Oh, we're gonna get somewhere interesting, but no, it just leads back to the office. So if we didn't find the key, we could just try and pick the lock. Alternate paths, that's kind of cool. Good job, you got back in. Yay.
Is anyone there?
Whoa!
You!
Hey!
Stop!
Get back here! Action movie shit.
Bradley, did you see which way he went?
Who? I didn't see anyone. I just heard some noise. Are you all right?
A man was hiding on the upper level. He ran when he saw me. He can't be far.
Alright, if he didn't get past Bradley, then that means he must be down this way.
I'll cover you.
That narrows things down at least. Alright. Hello, this is the Lockpicking Investigator. What we have here is an installation lock circa late 1800s. Click out of 1 to his binding. I love that guy. He's such a fascinating watch. Stop! In the name of the law! He didn't stop. In the name of the law or anything. What a jerk.
This door was closed earlier.
We'll check in there in a second. If we can find anything interesting through here. Oh, this is where we came in, isn't it? Yeah, I think this is just the way we came in. Alright. So, in that case, why the heck is this door open now?
Where did he go?
Must have got out some way.
No, he was here. I'm sure. Let's search this room.
Alright, let's see what we can find in here. I legit wanted to learn to lockpick because of him, but they won't ship his stuff to Japan. It's illegal to have lockpicking tools here. It is in a lot of places, it's true, which is unfortunate. But yeah, I kind of want to learn too. Just from watching him, I'm like, that sounds fun. It really does.
They look like Celtic runes. Charles must have brought them back from one of his foreign trips.
They got me a little bit of occultism experience as well. Still got a lot of points we need before we can get to 3 there, but, you know, progress is progress. 9 CP available. Alright, so we must have just got a big chunk. Let's go ahead and get to Investigation 4, first of all. Beautiful, beautiful. Next, I think we'll go for Eloquence. We just got 4. Alright, I totally missed that. So yeah, I think we will, I think we'll see if we can get Eloquence up to 4 next. That seems fun. Just because that seems like my playstyle. And we've already got 3 CP sitting around, so we just need 3 more to get up there. But yeah, we've now got a 70% chance to pass investigation checks. I like that. Of course it's the eccentric, wealthy fellow who goes abroad and brings back interesting things. Of course. Oops. Yeah, forgot we had to validate. There we go. Alright.
It looks like an old seaway map.
Interesting. Oil refilled. The oil reservoir of your lamp has been refilled. Refills can be found in the levels. Alright. Let's look for that thing to refill my lamp if I need to.
Seems like this came from a log.
Monday, 24th, May 1847. 42 north, 70 west, Darkwater Island. We sailed north all morning. Captain Hamilton is confident. He says that we'll beat the Orpheus this season. May God be merciful. Sunday, 30th, May 1847. 47 north, 55 west. I preferred it when the whales disappeared without trace. With these carcasses, we can no longer ignore their sad fate. What is eating these huge beasts? I told Hamilton it was a bad omen. He doesn't care. Tuesday, 1st June 1847, 49 north, 61 west. We dropped anchor near a village. The inhabitants say the waters are red with the blood of the sacred beasts, and to follow them is to defy the gods. I told them that I only feared God Almighty, but in the lowliness of the hold, I'm scared. Friday, 4th June 1847, 57 north, 51 west. We have sighted a huge whale in the distance. Its size seems to be beyond anything known to man. It sends out an infernal song. Hamilton wants it. Wednesday, 23rd June 1847, 33 north, 53 west. We caught it. It's the most grotesque whale I've ever laid eyes on. It'll go into memory as the biggest catch ever. Men have died, but we have gained glory. This day will be celebrated for years to come. Tuesday, 29th June 1847, Darkwater. We have beaten the Orpheus, returned with empty holds. The Scylla and Hamilton are only memories. Interesting. The second to last entry there is highlighted. 33 north, 53 west. That could be important. Let's see. Wookie, welcome in. How are you doing today? We're talking about The Exorcist, The Mummy, Indiana Jones, Poltergeist. I love those movies, all of them.
There must be a link with the Seaway map.
Check that out in a second. First.
As if the bookcase has been moved several times.
Secret passage. Secret passage.
Clearly, Charles Hawkins knew Captain Fitzroy very well.
Yeah, we don't know that third guy there, I don't think. Yeah, there's the sea captain who brought us here, and there's Charles Hawkins. Don't know this guy. Secret tunnel!
I wonder who the man with the glasses is in the photograph. Probably another friend of Hawkins.
Through the mountains.
It looks like a freehand map of Darkwater. Certain areas have been highlighted. I wonder why.
Not a very useful map, though.
The Scylla. It's the boat that was stranded at the entrance to the harbor.
Was the Charybdis unavailable? It seems like you'd want to stick to a theme there.
This panel is movable.
Ooh.
Cogwheels. They must be linked to an opening mechanism. Probably a secret passage. I must find a way to activate the opening mechanism.
I like how it's got all those frantic scribbles. And then he's like, yeah, this is a map. All right, let's not do anything with this just yet.
I'd be better off not touching them for the moment. This globe seems to have been part of some mechanism.
All right, so this must be the trigger for the door. All right, hang on, before we touch it.
Doesn't work. I must have missed something. There must be a link with the Seaway map.
All right, so the highlighted log entry is 33 north, 53 west, all right?
Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
That should be right around there. In the sea a little bit east-southeast of New England, I think. 33 north, 53 west. 33 north.
Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
33 north, 53 west. Thank you, Les. I appreciate that. Alright, so 33 north is right about there. And 53 west is right about here, maybe? Aha!
Looks like it worked.
Woo! Secret
Well
tunnel.
done, Pierce.
Secret tunnel. Chapter 4, Tunnels Under the Hawkins Mansion. Inside the Hawkins Mansion, the scene of the fire revealed its secrets. Pierce and Officer Bradley, now on the trail of a survivor, had undertaken to search the place looking for proof. When a hooded man leaped into Sarah Hawkins' workshop to steal a painting, detective and police officers set off after him. By following him to the office of Charles Hawkins, they discovered a secret passage. Pierce and Bradley enter the tunnel under the mansion. Yeah, and here they're like, use the crowbar! No! I appreciate that there's alternate solutions, but I'm like, I got this. I got this. As soon as I saw the scratches by the bookcase, I'm like, oh no, that's definitely a secret tunnel. All right.
The secret passage under the manor. It's like a detective novel.
Yeah.
That guy must have already gotten far.
Yeah. And he had a direct means of entry to the crime scene. We must find him.
What is this place? It's more than just a tunnel.
Does appear to be the case.
Someone's been here recently.
Oh, that's spooky. Let's investigate, shall we?
3 seats.
Interesting. Let's reconstruct, shall we? Under the manor! It's weird. It's like they'll have no accent at all for like 3 lines, then they'll hit one word really hard.
Did Charles Hawkins use this place?
It was...
Who were the others?
It was related to his office, so you'd think he uses it.
Whatever Charles Hawkins hid here, he didn't want it in his house.
Truth. That's interesting.
What is this mask supposed to represent?
Unfortunately, I have no idea. Don't know nearly enough about the occult. Something else to see in here? Because we're not done with the reconstruction. Oh, here we go.
This piece of cloth is unmistakably from a dress. Sarah Hawkins. Was she hiding from someone?
Snooping on the meetings, perhaps. That's very interesting. Never a good idea to go into mines, caves, or any form of tunnels. From what I know from the Call of Cthulhu RPG, number 1, it's a terrible idea, and number 2, you're always going to end up doing it. Always.
Whoever was sitting here could have seen Sarah Hawkins. Could this be related to her death?
That is interesting. Come along with me, investigator. We have to investigate under the manor.
This symbol. What does it mean?
Oh. Oh, I got some more occultism XP. That's good. A little bit more there. At least we're going to get a little bit of occult knowledge. I don't know shit about medicine. Ooh. Bit of a drop? Bit of a drop? Heck is this place then? Ah, there is a staircase over here. Yeah, I know Rin was talking earlier about complaining about the dialect coach. Let's be honest, there was no dialect coach. This was, hey, do you know how people from Boston talk? Do that. Oh, I don't know if I can get it real well. It doesn't matter. We're going to do one take and we're going to move right the heck on. Emperor, thank you so much for the gift sub to Maderico right there. Gift sub number 1,445 in the channel. I appreciate the heck out of that, Emperor. It's a bribe. Thank you, Emperor. I appreciate that. Very cool of you. Ren, you're trying to be generous. I appreciate it. I'm sure they appreciate it. Possibly unwarranted, though. Just throwing that out there.
Of course.
And something tells me that the key is climbing these steps. There's tunnels all over this island. Given the size of this cave, there's gotta be other entrances.
The passage continues further down. Might as well start with that.
I ain't gonna squeeze in there. I'll find another way. If possible, I prefer not to ruin my uniform.
Fine, fine. Go look for another entrance. I'll try my luck down below.
You know, I have seen some daylight horror films. I think it's rare because the dark is so much more of a scary vibe. But there occasionally you see them around. Invasion of the Body Snatchers comes to mind. Most of that took place in the daylight. Coffee. Park the car in the Harvard yard. A slanket? Wait, what is a slanket? Hey, Machine! Welcome in, Machine. How are you doing today? I found a cool cave. Blanket with sleeves. Ooh, cozy. Alright. We have found ourselves a cave. Chillin'. Good deal, Machine. Glad to see you as always.
Some kind of dream catcher. If I touch it, it'll turn to dust.
Very old, then. Interesting. Lots of them around here. Ooh, a couple more things to inspect here. Woke up at 2 a.m. because I like to keep things chaotic. Well, you know I'm going to be online for that.
An old diary.
Diary of the Pastor's Wife, Volume 2. In this volume, there is mention of the beliefs of the Lost Tribe. They worshipped an entity that spoke to them in their sleep. The whole tribe seemingly disappeared in a mass sacrifice to the glory of their deity. Spooky.
Sad way to go.
Yeah, dude got squished. Bad times. We Blair Witch all of a sudden. Yeah, I don't know where that came from. I feel like Snuggie is a brand name, whereas Slanket's probably a generic descriptor. Went to bed around noon because I'd been up watching movies with a friend from a different time zone. That is where it gets tricky, isn't it? Also, hey, we got a interesting piece of statuary there. And some interesting drawings on the walls. Place is a little bit spooky. Used to, still does, I believe. Last I saw. Are we jumping down? We are. Whoop. Alright, we saw the guy go through that door with the green flame in the back. That's our ultimate objective. Gonna see if we can open the door for the detective. Apparently not. I remember the long hair era. I do. A big cave. Oh yeah, Namco Bandai sale. Yeah, I've got to really dig through that and see what all they've got. But look like they do have some interesting stuff.
Time has weakened these structures.
That's a little concerning. You're gonna have to do some platforming all of a sudden? I hope not. Because that's what I'm worst at. I don't see any way down there, unfortunately. Oh, no, there's... Oh, stairs over here. All right. Check that out in a second.
I don't have time to search them all.
Yeah, we gotta keep chasing after that guy, I suppose. Any information we can get would be good. What the hell is this?
It looks like animal oil, but certainly not whale.
Yeah, that is absolutely not whale oil. What the shit? Long hair up! Perfect. Perfect. What is the English term for off-brand Lego? The interlocking bricks? I think would probably be the best thing right there. Platforming first person is a pain. It's only occasionally been made to work. Like Mirror's Edge. I do like Mirror's Edge, but yeah, usually it's a very bad idea. Oh. Hello? Where did you go, thief that shoved me? At least he didn't lock the door behind him. Hello?
What's going on here?
Oh!
Piers!
Keep your voice down. We're not alone.
Good God. What have you got me into?
This is your island, man.
I'll go on. Try to go down on your side.
Yeah, there's a passage. I'll meet you at the bottom.
Yeah, this is your island. You tell me, dude. Yes, extremely generous coyote time, super important. Also, if you can see your feet, that is a very good thing. Where the heck am I supposed to... Oh, over here. Hey dudes, what's going on here? Do you need a +1? Because I'm here and I'm down to party. You guys got any booze? Carlo, welcome in. Hope you're doing good. I know Xerox always got super mad about people referring to copying as Xeroxing. Man, they got super mad about that. Also Nintendo. Nintendo got super pissed about people calling their systems Nintendos. They're like, it's a Nintendo Entertainment System. Get it right. That too, Rin. I remember reading the documents where they were getting pissed about that. Oh, shit. Oh, this is weird. Oh, we found a weird altar. That's not good. Not good at all. Oh, what do we got here? Oh no! Shit! Shit! Whoa! Who put that hole there?
Oh God! I got it.
Oh.
Oh, I can't breathe.
Panic attack. Some situations and encounters will make you panic. Flee the place as fast as you can. Can do, game. Can do.
No, damn it! I must find a way out of here.
There's a passage there in my dream. There isn't now. Here. You can go through here. I think. Maybe. Yes. Oh, God. You're just in the meat pit. Nothing to worry about.
Is it my turn? Yes. It is time. You will soon be one of us. If your body and mind are ready.
I dream of it every night. I have constant visions. I am ready.
Good enough. Prove it to us.
It's like in my dream.
Which is concerning. I'll try and stay out of sight here. Hey, you guys remember to dig that plot hole that leads to the lower parts of the caves? It also reminds me there are very small but very noticeable parts in the United States South where they refer to any type of carbonated soda as Coke. That is the weirdest thing to me. You can have them say, hey, do you want a Coke? And you're like, sure. And they'll give you like a 7-Up. Like, what the heck? Texas in particular? I didn't know it was in Texas. I know there is some place in that area, though. Is it George's fault? Damn it.
A pre-Columbian tribal dagger. Probably destined for scarification rituals.
Oh, good. Lovely. Got some occult XP, though. Oh, man. 1 or 2 more points. And we got another point in occult. That's good. Yeah, what kind of Coke do you want? Coca-Cola? Oh, you're talking about that earlier plushie. Awesome. Drink your Coke and play your Nintendo. Oh, God. For chance to stream, welcome. I think you say Coca-Cola, maybe? Possibly. We drink punch in this cult, not lemonade. Yeah, that's what kind of Coke you want, which is confusing if you're not expecting it.
I can't read Latin.
Oh. But that did get me up to Occultism 3. Now I have a 40% chance of success for occult stuff, which still not spectacular, but that's an improvement. Yeah, we don't have Coca-Cola, but we have other kinds of Coke. What? What do you mean? Naturally, that's locked. Head through here, then. Did you buy the good stuff about Flavor Aid? Oh. Pepsi, okay? And there's a dock over here. I can't see anything. Should I risk a light? Whoa. What are these? What have we here? Not much to see here. Would probably be good to have an escape route, though. Should it come to that. Can't inspect the boxes, oddly enough. We love brand names in the South too much. That's very unusual. Yeah, nothing to inspect in here. Let's put the light away, though. Trying to be incognito. Can I get through here? Oh, I can. Oh, we're right up on the ritual, though.
You who sleeps, accept this drink.
Let's see. Carlo, today I learned apparently fiberglass and cash point are actually branded terms. Also, dumpster. For those big trash cans, dumpster is a trademark term. Also, you know those portable toilets they have at festivals? If you know any cute name for those, like Porta-John, those are trademarked as well.
Under your immortal will.
Ya Cthulhu Nithsiha
Oh, God.
Fatagan.
Stay out of
Grant
sight.
him your flesh and accept his.
I feel him.
Oh, gosh.
You are gifted indeed. Not another word.
We need to leave this place.
Pass through every part of you.
We need to leave this place.
Bring me more sacred flesh into the kingdom of the earth.
Oh, God. We need to leave this place. It's a dead end. This guy's dead or sleeping? I'm not sure I want to know. I'm trying to sneak past.
We are ready for the ceremony. What about your protege?
His awakening is complete. He will join you shortly.
If I can sneak through here. Ooh! Door. Door out? Door leave? Or go home? Please, door. Please. Or Mamu? Here come the bargain.
Bradley, what are you doing here? I saw two odd-looking guys coming down. Seemed up to no good. What in the world is this?
Bradley, shut
An
the
intruder!
fuck up!
Oh, shit!
Bradley, how many bullets you got in that pistol?
Don't move! Police!
Oh,
Don't
God,
move!
this is what happened in the dream. This is what happened in the dream.
I won't hesitate.
Bradley, get back!
Shoot.
Get back!
Bradley, run!
You asked for it.
Oh, fuck! I'm sorry.
You shouldn't have seen this.
Oh, fuck. Bradley, run! Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, no, it's time to leave now. Shit!
They're caving in. I need to get out of here.
Time to leave! Shit! Oh, God. Don't stop! Don't stop running! Oh, fuck! Up is good! Up is good! Oh, fuck!
My leg!
Ow. Alright, I'm alive, though! That's a plus. Is that daylight? I think I see daylight. Sweet, sweet daylight. That's a lot of blood. Oh, God, somebody got squished there. I see robes, though, so I don't think I care. Hello? Anybody who isn't a cultist could use some help here. Not. feeling at my best. Gonna be honest. More squished cultists. Well, that at least solves some of the problems. Ma.
Light. At last.
Oh, sweet surface. Oh, God! Oh. Chapter 5, The Riverside Institute. Pierce and Officer Bradley followed the intruder to a secret meeting place of a cult set in a network of underground caves right under the Hawkins Manor. They witnessed a strange ceremony led by a Charles Hawkins, very much alive. Bradley tried to arrest him, but Hawkins, whose body displayed various mutations, disemboweled the police officer. As he tried to escape from him, Pierce found himself a prisoner of a rockfall. Rushed to the Riverside Institute, he is in critical state. Oh, that's not good. Nightbot is our great old one. All hail. When the game tinnitus is louder than your IRL tinnitus. Almost comforting, you'd think. Meanwhile, back at the cult camp, thanks, Charles. That was our only way out. Oh, great cult ritual. Now we're going to die in a cave. Oh, congratulations on praising the old one there, dumbass. What was your big plan there? Make a bunch of stomps and then, what? Starve? Oh, you got him good. Yeah, you taught him a lesson, didn't you? Big man. Guys. Hey, hang on. Oh, feels so good. Oh, hey, you're the guy from the picture. I remember you.
He's having a seizure.
I hate when that happens.
Will survive. Strong subject.
Whoa!
He's opening his eyes.
You saved him, Fuller. I can't get up.
Don't move, Pierce. You can certainly say that you gave us a scare.
What did you do to me? Undo these straps!
Whoa! Go easy, my friend.
You were dead. He killed you.
Are you sure he's better?
He was dead. Me too. We were dead. What are you doing?
I'm sorry, my friend.
What? No!
Oh, jeez. Oh, this is bad.
What happened to me? Where am I?
Oh, good. We got a one-way ticket to the land of grippy socks. Excellent. Just what I wanted. It's not cat. I suppose that is a bonus at least. Oh, jeez. He injected me with dubstep serum. It's in my veins. Good news, less falling over. At this point, that is kind of a plus. The old grippy sock vacation. Oh, God. Oh, jeez. Well, as much of a twist as this is, I think this is probably a good place to stop for the night. So we found a cult. We looked like we got killed by the cult, but now we're doing okay, except now we're also locked up in an asylum. And, hey, if you're in a horror game and you're in an asylum, your life is about to get worse, unfortunately. Because you know what they have in asylums? Horrors. Horrors. So, that's good. But we will be picking us up where we left off tomorrow, if you'd like to stop back in, see where the heck this is going to go from here. I'm interested. I'm enjoying the heck out of this game so far. Hope you folks are too. I love a good mystery. That hallucination of a stream again. That horror again. That old break from the rat race. Most definitely all of these and many, many more. So as always, thank you so much for stopping in, folks. I appreciate it. I have a great time chatting with you all. Especially love talking about horror movies for the start of Spoopy Month. I appreciate that. Hopefully we'll get to do some more of that. It's my favorite thing. So for right now, we're going to wrap things up. But if you can spare one more minute, I would sincerely appreciate it because we got to see who all else is online. So if you're not done watching Twitch for the day, maybe I can send you somewhere cool. I would like the opportunity. So make sure to hit follow if you haven't already. That'll be the easiest way to find me tomorrow or at any point in the future. If you'd like to come back, we'd love to have you. Excuse me. And while I am looking to see who all is online right now, there are some links in chat you might want to check out if you haven't seen already, including a link to my YouTube if you want to see any of the games I've played in the past, or if you want to get caught up on this game as we go. I will be uploading all the VODs there. And we have a link to my Discord as well, if you would like to chat with me or the rest of the community outside of the stream. We would love to have you there, so feel free to stop in. And where are we going today? Where are we going today? Oh, man. I see a couple places we could go. Let me see. A couple of really good options today. We are spoiled for choice here. However, I see somebody we haven't gotten to raid in ages that I would love to stop by. Especially because they are playing a fantastic game today. So, ladies and gentlemen, I would love it if you would join us as we go raid good friend of the stream, Moss Bios. She is an awesome streamer. She does some retro streams. She does some quirky indie streams. She does some music and visualizer development as well, which is really cool, very unique. And today she is playing an absolute stone cold classic, the PS2 version of Devil May Cry, the original Devil May Cry, which is a very cool, if very janky game. So why don't you join me over there, say hi to Moss, hang out for a little bit, throw her a follow if you like what she's doing. But hey, if you've got other things to do, I will just say, as I always do, have a good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you're at in the world. I will see you folks tomorrow for some more Call of Cthulhu. Take care of yourselves till then, everybody.